Hello guys and welcome to my new video. This time I'm going to review Pixark, an early access game which is kind of like Ark Survival Evolved but with more Minecraft-ish graphics. I don't know if that's a word. But yeah, we're going to talk both beginner guide for this game and both what you can do and how many features there are in this game. And you should really enjoy this game if you played Ark or if you like playing a fantasy game which has dinosaurs in it and dragons. Now, as you can see, I've gathered quite some hours in this game and I've learned something about it. I know most of the stuff. I've even looked up on the Google something about it. And I think I'm ready to do a review on it to show you guys. So I uh, encourage you to buy it and maybe play with me, who knows. Don't forget that this game is in early access, so it will have a lot of new updates coming for it. They already added LAN playing, you can do that now too. Now you have a mod manager, it's pretty easy to do the mods in this game. And as well, I start to see more and more people playing on the servers which were empty before. I'm glad of that because after I finish playing the game in single player and I get all the possible loot in the game, I will see how it is to play with other players in multiplayer. As you can see, when you go into single player or into a server which is created by you, you can actually change almost everything. You can change how the health behaviors or how the day and night cycle behaviors. You can see structures, animals, how fast they tame, how much you can resist to damage, the health recovery. You can you can even enable global voice chat or proximity chat. You can do notifies for player who join or left. So it's like Minecraft but way easier to actually start your own server. Now when you go to single player, you're going to go here, and after, how you can see, you can load your character and the map. Now after, how you can see, we're into the dungeon, so we must be quiet. There may be many dangerous enemies nearby. Finally home. Both me and my bird are encumbered with tons and tons of copper ore and many others. Okay, so after you can see, there are, well, a lot of dinosaurs. This isn't even the full list. It's not updated. God damn it. Now, after how you can see, this game has pretty beautiful graphics. Even if it's a voxel game, it still looks pretty nice. These are all the biomes you can have in the game. Doomlands is kind of the hardest biome to go into because there are things that will one-shot you however strong you are. Dark Forest is a place where you still kinda don't want to be unless you've got a dragon with you or a really strong animal. Frozen Land is, I mean, it's kind of the ice biome in Minecraft. Golden Realm is kind of a rock biome. I don't have it on this map. That's how rare it is. It's got orange color after you can see, and there's no orange color on my map but my character. Next we have the Magic Forest, which is a purple place. It's filled with magical creatures and There you can tame some interesting dinosaurs which will help you later in the game. The desert is the kind of easy area if you've got a strong dinosaur with you, or if you can have a flying dinosaur to fly on, because there's nothing that will going to attack you in the desert if you are flying over it. There's no dinosaur there that can attack you in air. Swamp is kind of a jungle from Minecraft, and it's filled with raptors which are pretty strong and can kill you if you don't have the right armor. Also, mountain forest is kind of a variation from the normal biome. It's a bit harder, and grassland and novice grassland are the same biome but with different difficulties. And last, the deep ocean is a place where you're going to find lots of underwater dinosaurs to tame, which are not that useful because they can only be used in water, but they look pretty nice and it's cool to have one near you if you have a lake near your base. If we would look to all the craftable items in the game, it would take us too much, but I can show you how many engrams there are in this game. Like, look for yourself, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in this game, and there's a lot of griefing items if you're playing on a PvP server and you want to destroy someone else's base, and there are also territory defense stuff for your protection if you don't want to get griefed. Like, I don't know, let's say you get for a quest a 1 day base invulnerability ticket or something like that. In the primitive skill you've got, well, basic stuff. In the metallurgy skill you've got well, stronger equipment, and you start making some cool stuff, like let's say cannon over here, or iron spike walls, or this sword which I'm using right now. It's really strong. In the industrial skill you start getting firearms. You get a pistol, you get attachments for it, you get enchants. Yes, you can enchant your weapons to do fire damage or ice damage or poison damage. I don't think you can have more than one enchant on a gun at the same time, but you can kind of remake the gun after how you like. It's kinda similar to the gun system in Fallout 4, except there's no enchants on your bullets there. It's only changing your magazine or something like that. You've got also grenades, you've got spring boots which you can use to jump up to like 5 or 6 blocks high. Then you've got it's kind of a flare gun. You've got fabricator, which is a kind of a factory where you can make all your energy generators. You have here petroleum. Did I say that wrong? You have shotgun now. Shotgun, normal ammo, poison type ammo, ice type and fire type ammo. Then you will have long neck rifle, which is kind of a sniper, and you will also have sleepy darts. So now you can use guns as weapons to trank dinosaurs, so you can tame them. Not only bows. Before you could use only bows and crossbows. You also get steel, which has all kinds of better equipment. You have at level 72, that's kinda high, you get a standard assault rifle, which is pretty strong. We've got all kinds of new bullets. You have an advanced shotgun. What do you have next? You've got steel buildings. You can make a base out of steel, so it gets harder to grief it. You have poison grenade, standard sniper rifles, auto turrets. Yes, you can make turrets in this game. And finally, late game, you have rocket launchers with fire type, rocket launcher grenade, ice type, and poison type. Then we'll go over the magic skill. This is a bit harder to understand. You should watch YouTube videos or tutorials talking about this. But basically what you can do is go and farm creatures in the magic biome, kill them, you get essence, you come with that back, essence or stone, you can get both of them. You come back with that, you make yourself a apprentice wand. I think this is the first one. No, it's the wood wand, but they this is just basic to collect resources. It's kind of a pickaxe to collect magic resources. And then this one, you use magic with it. You throw magic, which it's kind of a good source of damage if you don't want to waste your time trying to make bullets and firepower, which is pretty expensive. For me at least. You've got all kind of cool potions you can make. You get the saddles for the magic creatures. Next you have here a bone wand. Here you have a master wand. You have buildings out of sea crystals, out of flash rock, out of cryolite, out of dark wood. And then at higher levels you will get dragon saddles, elemental golem saddles, and another dragon saddle. So I tell you, man, dragons are kind of the best thing you can get in this game as for traveling and damage. If you want only damage, you could get a T-Rex, but that's only gonna do damage. You're not gonna go very fast with that, as which a dragon is got both of them. And then in the last tab, the Architecture Master, here you can get all kind of random recipes from drops and dungeons in the world, which you can find randomly. And then you can learn whatever recipe you like, and you just go craft them. This is just for, I don't know, fancier base building. It's not really necessary to go into it. As you can see, I'm not really into it. I've just learned some random recipes which I've gathered from drops or dungeons. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's the engrams. As you can see, the menu is pretty simple to use. You got here your points. You can upgrade them when you level up. I think you can't upgrade your speed or your torpidity, but I think you can upgrade everything else. You've also got your crafting right here, which you can craft whatever you need if it doesn't require a workbench to be crafted on. Then you have the engram, which I showed you before. Then you have the manage taming, which is very important. Here you can see your tamed animals and more exactly their location, you know. For some reason I have an animal right there, like this is my base. Why do I have an animal right there? Doesn't matter. Then you have this handbook where you can analyze creatures that you looked at with your scanner. Like if you press Q and you go bare hands and then you right click on an animal and look at it, it will say if it's a new animal museum updated. Then you can go here or press G when you're looking at the animal and see them in the handbook. It shows you, for example, what kind of weapons and equipment you need to defeat them, what are their abilities at levels. It shows you exactly what you need for every level. For example, if this animal is maximum level 23, it will need only a long neck rifle. But if it's 71, let's say, you will need a sniper rifle, which is way stronger than the long neck rifle. And if it's level 120, then you're going to start to need more ammo, like you don't need a better weapon, you just need to enchant your weapon to be better and to get higher grade of ammo. Next, you have the encyclopedia, which is kind of a short wiki you can have in the game. You know, it kind of tells you everything about cubes or resources, uh, all kind of resources. And then you can go to here and you see with what you can collect and where we can collect it from. This is very important because in Minecraft, for example, or in Terraria, you would look on a wiki where you can find that stuff because nowhere in the game would tell you, but this encyclopedia is very good for that. Then you have the tribe governance where you can kind of manage your tribe, which is your clan if you're into a multiplayer server, but you see here in single player there's no use for it, so I didn't use it at all. And then you have the quest manager. You accept quests here to give you stuff, but at this level which I am, quests don't really give me stuff. For example, that thing over there is going to give you a quest, and that quest is going to give you some territory item, which is going to give you and your whole territory, your base, invulnerability for a short time. And that's how you get anti-grief on your base. You have to farm quests. So these quests are pretty much usable only if you are early game and you need the items these quests give you, or if you are in multiplayer you need to farm a lot of these quests so you can keep your base not griefed. You see, you are lucky that you can see this now. This is not that common to have, but that over there, that like sci-fi building which came out of nowhere, that's a drop. You go to it and if you have high enough level you can collect it. Now after you can see, a kind of beginner guide is to make your base in the starting area, in the novice grassland, because here there is no active monster to kill you, because dinosaurs are separated in more kinds: active tames and passive tames. The passive dinosaurs are not going to attack you unless you attack them, or most of them are just gonna run from you. The active dinosaurs are going to attack you if you get in their field of view, or if you just go past them. They are not going to wait until you attack them. So, let's say for example, I go and kill this dodo. You see, they are not aggroing me. This is the easiest dinosaur to kill in the game. They're not gonna aggro me if I don't attack them. And even if I attack them, they're not gonna attack me. This is a kind of a special dinosaur because it's never going to attack you. They are very weak. But then, if you go to a Phiomia, after how you can see, it says passive. But when I attack it, it's going to attack me back. Of course, it's not doing any damage to me because I'm too strong for it. But that's an example. And over there we have a raptor, which says stay still. It says active. So if I attack it, it will come. If I stay near it, not attack it, sorry, it will aggro me. After how you can see, it aggroes me. So I have to put him to sleep. Or he's just gonna de-aggro me. What are you doing? Okay, that was a low level raptor. It's got to sleep with a single arrow. Let's just kill it. We don't need it. I'd rather take his loot. This is how you take loot from animals. You get this meat cube and you start spamming your left click on it. And also how you can see, I'm not very lucky. Like, this is my base and over there is the dark forest, a very hard biome, which is literally near my base. It could attack me anytime because monsters don't spawn right in the middle of the biome. They can spawn at the corner of the biome and even in other biomes, like that raptor. It wasn't in the jungle, it was here on this biome. A short tip to get these active tames is to dig a hole, get the dinosaur to aggro you, and then it falls into the hole, and you start shooting him. And then you make a stag from the hole when you have tamed it, so you can get out of there. And then you craft a saddle, or maybe some dinosaurs don't need saddle to be ridden, but yeah, that's kind of it. And if the dinosaur is bigger, or a bigger level, or bigger just as a huge dinosaur, they are going to take more sleepy arrows to go unconscious, so you can get them to get tamed. And if there are magic creatures, like in the dark forest or in the magic biome, or even if the or even in the Doomlands, you're gonna need some magic sleepy arrows, which are crafted from things you gather from the magic biome. And then you're gonna have to go in your inventory, and after we can see we've got here sleepy arrow and magic sleepy arrow. You have to drag it all over here in our crossbow or bow, whichever you like to use. I just enjoy more crossbow because it's easier to hit. And you have to switch, because if you go with a sleepy arrow and try to attack a magic animal, it's not gonna use it. It's not gonna do anything. You're gonna just lose the arrow. You have to use the magic sleepy arrows. And also, if you get your hands on a big dinosaur like this one, it's huge, and you ride him, but then you get down from its saddle, you can actually walk on it. And at higher levels, you are going to be able to make a saddle for these dinosaurs, which is a platform. So you can build your base on these dinosaurs and walk with them. This is like the smallest dinosaur you can get, which you can ride on while not staying on a saddle. Oh no, the trike over there, that's the easiest to get dinosaur which you can stay on without riding, but I don't think you can build a platform on it. On this dinosaur you can, at higher level. I'm level 59, you get to level 17 and then you get the platform engram, you learn it, and then you craft it. That's how it works, and then you can build on this dinosaur. But there are way bigger dinosaurs than this. If I somehow get my hands on all of them, I'm going to show you my base built on a dinosaur. That would be epic. And you can also stay on dragons while they are in air, so you can stay on them without falling, so you can shoot things from air. It's like staying on a flying platform. It's pretty OP to use that tactic when you're fighting a boss, or I don't know, dungeon monsters which are stronger than normal monsters. For almost every dinosaur there's gonna be kind of an improvement. So for example, that bird, the normal birds are orange or red. This one has half of it colored in purple. It's kind of a rarer bird from the same species, but it's got stronger attacks and it's stronger than the normal variant in general. So if you can get your hands on the improvement of an animal, and you have to choose between normal animal and improved animal, pick the improved one, because both of them are as easy to tame as you would tame a normal one, but the improved one, it's gonna have better stats, so take that one. And if you want to choose between like a level 10 and a level, I don't know, 80 animal, choose the level 10. It's easier to tame because it's little level. It's not gonna do much damage to you because it's, of course, little level. And you are going to be able to select what upgrade points you want to put in the animal whenever it upgrades. So instead of getting a level, let's say 100 animal, and you can no longer choose its upgrade points and it's already how you received it from the tame, You can take a level 1 animal and just put its upgrade points wherever you want. You can have like 99 upgrade points and put them wherever you want into that animal. Of course, if it doesn't die in the meanwhile. And another tip I have to you is go to options, go to button, and you have here, you see whistle, 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 whistle. All those stuffs are used if you want to do something quick in action. Like, let's say whistle all passive, so your animals don't start randomly attacking some other animals and they might die. Or whistle all attack this target, which is going to put your animal to attack the target you're looking at. But this might be not very good for you if you're a beginner, because you might randomly click on the buttons. So you can't just put this to unbind, you have to do like this. Go here, choose a random stuff, then go here, choose the same stuff, so this one goes unassigned, and do the same for all whistles. So they all get unassigned. You see now they are all unassigned. So you just do that, and then you go to a key which was before that key, like toggle this, was backspace for me, and I chose backspace for all of these so I get them unassigned. And then you go to that back and put backspace there, and all of those are going to remain unassigned while you still have that how you have it before. So yeah, that's only if you are randomly clicking on buttons on your keyboard, but I don't know if that's happening to you. It happened to me sometimes and it got me in quite some problems. So you might wanna try this. Now you go to apply and you go to save, and that's it. My overall opinion about this game is very good, as I enjoy playing the game and just spending time in single player. Let's go with the cons first. The game is kinda slow developed and there are not so many things as in Ark Survival Evolved. But remember, that is the father of the game, so it might get more content from Ark brought here. And remember that the game is in early access, so this content might be in the game at some time later or sooner, and they will work on fixing the bugs in the game, which are right now pretty many. And the pros are many. The game is fun to play as it is easier than Ark and everything works faster in this game than in Ark. You don't have to spend a million hours for one item to finish crafting. You don't need a NASA computer to run this game, as you can see on Steam the specifications. The game is easy to learn but hard to master, so you can be a casual gamer or a tryhard gamer in the same time. And you're gonna make about 200 hours until you finish all the content in the single player right now, as other players which have finished the game told me. And remember, early access, so the game is going to improve in time, in content and bug fixes. I've given the game a solid 8 out of 10 and it is worth buying it as it is way cheaper than Ark. The price might go up in time because as like, I don't know, Rust from Steam, it was cheaper in early access, and then when you have to buy it when it's full release, it's double the price. So I don't know, if you wanna give it a try, buy it, play for some time, and if you don't play it longer than 2 hours you can refund it because it's a Steam game. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, share and subscribe, it would help me a lot.